Today I am going to listen a very interesting story on Beneath the Surface, Unraveling Scandals, Restoring Bonds. In the dimly lit hospital room, A.K. Shrivastava slowly opened his eyes. The harsh scent of antiseptic assaulted his senses, and the soft hum of machines filled the air. Confusion clouded his mind as he tried to make sense of his surroundings. The last thing he remembered was working late at the Department of Financial Crimes, but how did he end up here? As his eyes adjusted to the light, a figure approached him. A woman with worry lines etched on her face. She smiled with a mix of relief and concern. "Dad, you're awake. Do you recognize me?" A.K. Shrivastava studied her face, searching for a connection. The word "Dad" echoed in his mind, but he couldn't place the face before him. "I'm sorry, but who are you?" His daughter's eyes welled up with tears. "Dad, it's me, Simran, your daughter. You've been in a coma for weeks. Don't you remember anything?" A.K. Shrivastava tried to recall, but his mind was a foggy labyrinth. Simran began recounting stories about their family, her childhood, and moments they shared. Yet, the memories felt distant, like echoes from a forgotten past. As days passed, various people visited A.K. Shrivastava, each claiming a part of his life. Colleagues spoke of his dedication to exposing financial crimes, while friends reminisced about his jovial nature. However, a stark contrast emerged when his estranged wife, Nina, walked into the room. Nina's eyes bore a mix of resentment and regret. She recounted their tumultuous relationship, revealing a darker side of A.K. Shrivastava, a man consumed by his pursuit of justice, often at the cost of his family's happiness. Simran, torn between the conflicting narratives, sought the truth buried beneath the layers of her father's life. She delved into his work, unraveling a web of deceit, betrayal, and a financial scam that had ensnared the nation. Simran's investigation led her to a series of encrypted files on her father's laptop, hidden beneath layers of code. The more she unearthed, the clearer the picture became. A.K. Shrivastava had been closing in on a powerful cartel orchestrating the largest financial fraud in the country's history. As the pieces of the puzzle fell into place, A.K. Shrivastava's memories started to resurface. He remembered chasing shadows, following the money trail, and facing threats that reached into the highest echelons of power. The realization struck him: he was a marked man. Driven by a newfound determination, A.K. Shrivastava, with Simran by his side, embarked on a perilous journey to expose the truth. As they navigated the murky waters of corruption, they faced adversaries at every turn, shadowy figures determined to bury the scandal and protect their ill-gotten wealth. The duo's quest for justice unveiled shocking revelations about the extent of the financial scam. It implicated influential politicians, top executives, and even high-ranking officials within the Department of Financial Crimes. The magnitude of the conspiracy threatened to shake the very foundations of the country. The closer they got to the truth, the more dangerous their mission became. A.K. Shrivastava and Simran found themselves entangled in a web of deceit, with every step forward met by unseen forces pushing back. The hospital room became a temporary sanctuary, a place to regroup and strategize. Simran, determined to mend the fractured relationship with her father, discovered the key to dismantling the cartel's network. Together, they gathered evidence, compiled witness testimonies, and prepared to expose the financial fraud that had crippled the nation. The day of reckoning arrived as they took their findings to the media. The scandal erupted on every news channel, sending shockwaves through the country. The once untouchable perpetrators now faced public outrage, and the wheels of justice began to turn. However, the victory was bittersweet for A.K. Shrivastava. The toll of the investigation had strained his relationship with Simran and reopened old wounds with Naina. As the truth emerged, so did the painful realization that justice came at a personal cost. In the aftermath of the scandal, A.K. Shrivastava reflected on the choices he had made. The pursuit of truth had brought down the mighty, but it had also left scars on his family. As he looked at Simran, he saw a mixture of pride and sadness in her eyes. The story of A.K. Shrivastava unfolded like a gripping thriller, where the pursuit of justice collided with personal sacrifice. It served as a stark reminder that sometimes the lines between right and wrong blurred, and the choices made in the name of justice carried consequences that echoed through the corridors of time. Days turned into weeks, and the media storm surrounding the financial scandal began to wane. A.K. Shrivastava, physically weakened but mentally resilient, spent his recovery contemplating the price paid for exposing the truth. Simran, despite the strained bonds, stood by her father's side, silently acknowledging the complexity of their shared journey. One evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon, casting a warm glow across the hospital room, Naina entered. Her eyes carried a mixture of admiration and regret. The silence in the room was palpable, punctuated only by the hum of medical equipment. A.K., I never doubted your dedication to justice, but I couldn't bear the toll it took on us, Naina admitted, her voice tinged with remorse. I thought I lost you to a cause greater than our family. A.K. Shrivastava met her gaze, recognizing the pain etched on her face. The scars of the past seemed to fade momentarily as they confronted the ghosts that lingered between them. The pursuit of justice had become a double-edged sword, cutting through both the corrupt and the ties that bound them as a family. Simran, witnessing this moment, felt a flicker of hope. Perhaps, in the aftermath of chaos, there was a chance for reconciliation. The three of them, tied by blood and history, stood at the crossroads of healing. As A.K. Shrivastava's recovery progressed, the family dynamics shifted. The scars remained, but a newfound understanding blossomed. Together, they navigated the difficult terrain of forgiveness and redemption. It was a slow process, akin to rebuilding a city after a devastating storm. The financial scandal, once dominating headlines, transformed into a catalyst for change. Investigations were launched, arrests were made, and the country began to mend its financial wounds. A.K. Shrivastava's sacrifice had not been in vain, a legacy of justice left in the wake of personal turmoil. In the corridors of power, whispers of reform echoed. The exposed corruption had prompted a re-evaluation of financial systems, leading to the implementation of stricter regulations and oversight. The nation, scarred but resilient, embarked on a journey towards a more transparent and just society. As A.K. Shrivastava stepped out of the hospital into the embrace of a changed world, he carried with him the weight of his choices. The shadows of the past lingered, but the warmth of newfound connections offered solace. Simran, now an integral part of his life, had forged a bond that transcended the trials they faced together. The story of A.K. Shrivastava became a symbol of resilience and the enduring human spirit. It echoed through the annals of the Department of Financial Crimes, inspiring a new generation of officers to tread the path of truth, cognizant of the sacrifices that came with the pursuit of justice. In the end, the narrative of A.K. Shrivastava was not just a tale of financial intrigue but a testament to the complexity of human relationships. It reminded the world that even in the face of adversity, redemption and healing were possible. As the sun set on one chapter of his life, A.K. Shrivastava embraced the uncertain future with a heart tempered by experience and the unwavering belief that, in the pursuit of justice, some sacrifices were worth making. Hope you like the story. Hit the like button and share with your friends. Do subscribe the channel and turn on the notification. Thank you.